Hi ulit guys. So this would be our sample video na for the problems that is based on the previous video, no? So principles and derivation. Okay. So without any further ado, let's solve this problem. A car starts from rest and travels along a straight road with a constant acceleration of 0.9 until it reaches a speed of 50 kilometers per hour. Afterwards, it maintains this speed. At the same time, a bus located 1.5 kilometer down the road is traveling towards the car at a constant speed of 40 kilometers per hour. Okay, so part A, how much time did the bus travel before they pass each other? Determine the distance traveled by the car when they pass each other. And part C, determine the distance traveled by the bus when they pass each other. Okay, so let's solve this one. But before that, let's create a diagram para mas maintindihan natin ano yung motion ng mga vehicles. Okay, so suppose this would be our road and ito yung car natin. That is traveling. At first, it came from rest, so velocity initial is 0. So let's suppose the time is 0. Okay, and nandito yung bus which is traveling at a constant speed of 40 kilometers per hour. Okay, and if they are traveling at the same time, so meaning if nag-start siya sa 0, this should be times 0 then. And they are 1.5 kilometers apart. Okay, magkaiba yun sila ha. This is constant speed and this is a constant acceleration. Kagaya nito. Diba yung car, it moves from 0 speed initial, naging 50 kilometers per hour daw. Sabi kasi dito, it travels along a straight road with a constant acceleration and it reaches a 50 kilometers per hour. So syempre, nang umabot siya ng 50 kilometers per hour, meron siyang distance na na-travel. Let's call that S1. And syempre, if merong distance, meron ding time na nag-elapse. And until umabot siya ng 50 kilometers per hour. Okay. So at the same time na nangyari ito siya, meron ding bus na nag-travel at constant speed and nag-travel ng, let's say, S2, no? And a certain time T2. Okay. So in order to simplify our calculation for our equations later, let's say, ganito. Diba yung car and yung bus, they traveled at the same time? So by the time na umabot yung car dito at T1, that would be the time na umabot din yung bus dito at T2. So let's say T2 is equal to T1. Okay? Do not misunderstood me. The time are equal, but the distances they traveled are not the same. Parang ganito kasi yan. Okay, the bus is traveling at constant speed. Yung car is traveling at a constant acceleration. There's a big difference between that. Okay, so S1 and S2 are not equal, I repeat. Okay, so from this point here, yung car dito and yung, anong tawag dyan? Yung bus dito, nag-travel sila at till na nag-pass through sila sa isa't isa. Okay, so syempre, nag-meet sila dito. They traveled at a certain distances X and Y. Yung car, it traveled X. Okay, anyway, yung car is now a constant speed. No? Kasi sabi, after reaching 50 kilometers per hour, it maintains the speed. So yung X is now a constant speed. Yung Y, walang problema kasi constant speed naman yan from the start. Okay, the time here is equal din sa X and Y. But the distances are not the same. Okay, so basically this would be our basis sa pag-create ng relationship mamaya, no? Later sa pag-solve natin. Okay. So by using the formulas and the principles that we discussed in the first video, let's use that here. Okay. Focus muna tayo sa car. Okay. Let's solve for S1 and T1. Pwede man nating makuha yan. Remember that we have given final velocity and initial velocity. Okay. So by using this one, final velocity squared is equal to initial velocity squared plus 2AS we can have a formula in terms of S. Okay? Ito. So let's say S1, ito yung na-travel ng car from this point up to this point. Substituting, that will be, ang final velocity natin is 50 kilometers per hour. That is divided by 3.6. Saan yan galing yung 3.6? That is a conversion factor from kilometers per hour into meter per second. Okay, remember that in every 3.6 kilometer per hour, that is equal to 1 meter per second. Okay, and if you will calculate that using your calculator, that would be the answer. All right. So, let's solve then yung T1. Pwede natin gamitin yung two other formulas, no? Kasi meron naman tayong distances. But I preferred ito kasi mas madali siya. If you rearrange that one, we can solve T1 as VF minus VO over the acceleration. Substituting the parameters, you can have the value as 15.4321. So that is the time traveled by the car from this point to this point. And as what I mentioned before, that is equal also sa T2. Equal yung T2, the bus from here papunta ron. Okay, so let's calculate S2. That is a constant speed formula. Velocity is equal to distance over time. If you will rearrange that one, the constant speed is multiplied by the T2 para makakuha ng S2. Substitute the values. Okay, gidivide ko ulit ng 3.6 to convert the kilometers per hour into meter per second. Okay, and multiply by the time here, T2, you can get 171.4678. Okay, so that's it, no? Excuse me. Okay. So, hindi pa tayo tapos, no? Let's solve this one. Okay. So, as you can see on the figure, we can have a relationship. Ito yung gusto ko i-emphasize. Kaya ako ginanyan para ma-emphasize that S2 plus Y plus X plus S1 equal yan to 1.5 kilometers. Okay? So if we have Y and X in terms of a time which is we could, no, pwede nating gawin yan. Pwede nating makuha yung time that travels from this point papunta ron, and that is the same here papunta ron, same time. Okay? So Y is equal to velocity times time. The velocity there is for the bus, so that would be 40 over 3.6 times time. And as well as for the X, velocity times time, but again, the velocity na ginamit ngayon is for the car. 50 kilometers per hour divided by 3.6 times the time. Using the relationship I told you before, ito, by substituting all of this parameter there, ito yung mangyari. So as you can see, we have now an equation that is in terms of time, one unknown lang. So if you will use algebra to transpose that one and you divide yung velocities, you can have time is equal to 48.8546 seconds. Okay? I repeat, this would be the time by which yung bus nag-travel ng Y distance papunta rito, and the car traveled from here to there at an X distance. Okay, so hindi pa ito yung sagot natin. Okay, we have to solve these questions first, no? Okay, so let's start with part A. How much time did the bus travel before they pass each other? Okay, so syempre, the total travel time of a bus is ito, T2, plus yung T na nakuha natin. That's why T is equal to T2 plus T, where T is the total travel time of the bus. Okay, so substitute, nakuha naman natin yan kanina. And you can have total time traveled by the bus is 64.2867. And that would be for part A. All right, so I guess let's move to part B. Sa part B naman, Determine the distance traveled by the car when they pass each other. Okay, so syempre, kapag sinabing when they pass each other, that is the distance traveled when before they pass each other. Okay, so yung car traveled S1 plus X. Okay, so the total traveled distance of the car is S1 plus X. Substitute all of the given and nakuha natin kanina. Yung T is yung nakuha natin lately, no? If you will use your calculator, the total distance traveled by the car is 785 meters. That is for part B. For part C naman, syempre same lang sa part B, but now the travel distance by the bus naman. And that is klaro, no? That is S2 plus Y. So if you will substitute the parameters, S2 is nakuha natin kanina, yung Y is in terms of time, so we can substitute the time. The total distance traveled by the bus is equal to 714.2967 meters. And that is for our part C. And now, gi-accumulate ko na lang lahat, no? Yan. Okay, so ito yung gusto ko i-emphasize. Walang problema yan. Nakuha naman natin yung tatlo. Okay, so as you can see, the bus and the car is 1.5 kilometers apart. So syempre, the distance traveled by them must be equal to 1.5 then. Okay, please add the total traveled distance by the bus and the total travel distance by the car. That should be equal to 1.5 kilometers. If not, there is something wrong with our equation. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that is equal naman. So, yes, this is tama. Okay, so anyway, I guess I conclude na explain na natin ano yung problem, how to solve a problem rectilinear motion. Okay, no? So I will give you a problem. Ito siya. And para ma-challenge kayo, try to solve this one. And I will be solving this on the next video. Okay, so I guess I wrap this up. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed that one. Hope to see you soon and keep safe kasi napaka-grabe ng panahon ngayon. Okay, God bless everyone and